Boom. All right, YouTube, is it going? It's going. I got my audio going. Okay, guys, today I'm going to be doing the much anticipated 2000s rock band tier list. All right, easy money. Today, guys, this is something I know a lot about, so I think we're diving right into this bad boy, and we're going to be going in. Arctic Monkeys. I think Arctic Monkeys has a solid, good album. I think they got a solid 5 good songs, you know what I mean? 505, Marty Bum, Fluorescent Adolescence, what else? What else? Call Me When You're High. That's okay. That's okay. But I'm thinking more of that other one. That's the dancing one. Arctic Monkeys dancing song. Arctic Monkeys. Bet You Look Good on the Dance Floor. What album is that on? That album is good. This album is a good album. The other album, on the other hand, is Butt. Stop making the eyes at me, I'll stop making the eyes at you. What is it that surprises me is that I don't really want you to, and your shoulders are frozen, and it's cold as a night. Oh, but you're an explosion. You're dynamite. So I think Arctic Monkeys deserves an A tier. I'm going to be honest. I was thinking about putting them in B tier, but I think they got too many classic bangers that are going to go ahead and skyrocket them into A tier. Definitely not S tier. Coldplay. And it was all yellow. I think Coldplay has some really solid bangers. You know what I mean? Let me double check on that bad boy. Coldplay songs on. I wonder what their top Spotify's are. And it was all that's Coldplay, right, Marge? And da 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 da. Yeah, I think they a solid C tier. Coldplay, solid C tier. Evanescence. Evanescence has one good song, and I think I think at a certain point, we got to put them at D tier, dude. Evanescence. I love the one song he got. That's about it. You know, bring me. I mean, the night dry, and I become so cold. Wake me up. What's FOB? What's FOB? Yeah? Must be Fall Out Boy, S tier. Bam! They got too many bangers. Come on, they got whole albums that slap. To be an S tier, you gotta have at least 2 slapping albums. The Cork Tree album and the other one. I can't think of the name right now. Sue me. You know what I mean? Fall Out Boy, easy S tier. Am I more than you bargained for? Yeah, I have been dying to tell you anything that you want to hear, and that's just who I am. This week isn't it messed up? I'm just dying to put Foo Fighters at D tier. I'm sorry, Good Charlotte is also D tier, just like Gorillaz is C tier, and Green Day is B tier. If we're talking early Green Day, then they're definitely S tier, but I don't think that they held on to the same momentum the whole career. So, I think Green Day, I think it's blasphemy to put them anything below A tier. I mean, honestly, Green Day, if we're talking early 2000s Green Day, before American Idiot Green Day, S tier. If we're talking after American Idiot, A tier. If we're talking well after American Idiot, 21 Guns, D tier. So if we're talking early Green Day, I think the best place for early Green Day has got to be A tier. Because honestly, you can't say The Killers. I know I said to be S tier you had to have. I'm breaking my own rules here. I said you had to have 2 banger albums. I really like the one Killers album. Wait, why did I pick up Jimmy Eat World first? Jimmy Eat World? I don't know enough Jimmy Eat World to give them anything above a B tier. Let me see. Who sings Pain? Is that Jimmy Eat World? Yeah, it is. Never thought I'd walk away from you. I did, but it's a false sense of accomplishment every time I quit. Killers is S tier. I think that's an easy S tier, or they're very front of A. I think if Arctic Monkeys gets A tier, then the Killers definitely deserve S tier. You know, they just got too many bangers that you know all the words to. And I know I said 2 albums, but I don't know, dude. Killers, Kings of Leon. Don't know these guys. Kings of Leon. Who are Marge? You know about Kings of Leon? Oh yeah, 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 definitely D tier. I mean, I like that song enough, but they're not no S tier Linkin Park above Fall Out Boy. Linkin Park has got to be one of the best bands in the history of the world. They have two of the most fire albums back to back, and I think that to say Linkin Park is not one of the best bands on the planet of Earth, you're dumb. Because the moon sits in the sky with a dark night, shining with the light from the sun, but the sun doesn't give the light to the moon, assuming the moon's gonna owe it one. It makes me think of how you act with me. You do favors that rapidly. You just turn around and start asking me about things that you want back from me, and I'm sick of attention, sick of the hunger, sick of you working like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your grain, another place to rest. Whoa! Muse. I don't know any Muse songs. Yeah, being that I don't know who they are, D tier. Behind Kings of Leon, they at least got that one good song. Ooh, now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Now we're getting to the nitty gritty. Queens of the Stone Age is a D tier. I only like one of their songs. System of a Down, easy A tier over both of these. And that, honestly, System of a Down could go back at S tier. Nickelback, people might hate me for this, but I'm putting them solid B tier. They have a bunch of good songs. Papa Roach, D tier. Easy D tier. Alright, so now we're getting into the Strokes. I'm saving the two best for last, by the way, guys. If you're wondering why I haven't selected these two yet. The Strokes. You're so naive, yet so... Front of B. Front of B. Front of B tier. Now, saving the best for last. I don't... Alright, this is going to be tough. Paramore is not as good as Linkin Park. They're not as good as Fall Out Boy. They're better than The Killers. They're better than System of a Down. And My Chemical Romance. I don't... Alright, my album's all the way over there. My Chemical Romance is definitively better than Linkin Park, without a shadow of a doubt. My Chemical Romance is the best band on earth. I'm willing to debate this in the comments below. Name another band where all of their albums can sound different while simultaneously being slapping bangers. 4 banger albums in a row, if you want to count that last one. Well, let's think about it. I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love. S tier plus, S plus plus tier. And then you got the best album of all time, which is 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which is an S plus 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 tier, which is one of its own. And then you got definitively, arguably, objectively, one of the greatest cinematic music experiences that you have, and that's Welcome to the Black Parade. I think that they have 3, without a shadow of a doubt, and undefinitive, unarguable bangers of an albums. But I think that some people might not like the feel of the first album too much. Well, you got the second album, you got the third album, and you say, oh, I don't really like MCR. Yeah, you do, because you like Helena, you like Ghost of You, you like Welcome to the Black Parade, you like Cancer, you like Mama, you like Teenagers, you like all these different My Chemical Romance songs, and you say, oh, I'm not a fan. Yes, you are. You like Sing It for the Years. Danger Days is even a good album. You know, I think that My Chemical Romance is easily the best band on earth, and you're wondering why I put Paramore in S tier because of Riot. I put it in there because of their album. It's a banger. I know I said Alright, I know I said you had to have 2 bangers to be in S tier. I'm scratching that rule for Paramore because Paramore bangs with one album. And I think that, you know, guys, I think this is a definitive solid ranking of early 2000s rock bands. And, yeah, I think that here is a good list. I think System of a Down is better than The Killers, though. Alright, so we're going to fix that right there. And, guys, I've been yelling at the screen now for 9.5 minutes. So I think this has been a great video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's get the up close on Polo Grim. Thank you guys so much. Polo Grim out. Peace! I gotta figure out how to turn this thing off.